Kirk just greeted each other, but that was it.
How about anyone else in the store besides the clerk on the other side of the fence?
No.
Did there ever come a time you picked up your weapon and were holding it in your right?
Nope.
Did you ever wave your weapon?
Nope.
Did the weapon ever go anywhere from the countertop, from your armpit to the countertop? What happened?
No, sir.
When did the gun go after from your armpit to the countertop?
I never tried to grab the gun when I seen all them guns coming in the store.
Was the gun on it?
It was on the counter.
From the gun?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you get into any type of argument with anyone in the store?
No, sir.
Did you ever raise your voice?
No, sir.
Did anyone raise their voice with you?
No, sir.
Did you ever wave your arms at anyone? In an aggressive manner, like what I'm doing now, how I'm going to describe it. If it's a record you made, I'm kind of throwing my arms out at somebody. You ever do anything like that? Have you ever done?
No, I can't move my arm. I can't move my arm if I had my gun. No, I never grabbed the gun after I put it on the countertop. After I looked at the door when you guys born rushed to the store with all them guns.
Did you ever threaten to shoot?
No, sir.
Did you ever threaten to kill?
No, sir.
Did you ever threaten anyone that you got a gun?
No, sir.
Mr. Gilbert, when you in the store, everything until people came, I'm just using your term, bum rushing. Anytime before that, is anyone aggressive?
That one guy inside the store.
How much work did you do to be aggressive?
As soon as I walked in, he was so like, why do you got a gun? Like, just start questioning me. Like, I didn't say, what's up? Hey, how you doing? And then I walked straight in the store. Like, you know how you focus on one thing, come and get what you get and go about your business. That's exactly what I came. And he started saying all that. That would caught my attention.
Besides what you told us, he said, did he say anything else that you remember?
No.
It was just that one statement, why do you need a gun? And I may be changing his statement, I'm not trying to. And you correct me, but something to the effect of, why do you need a gun, why do you have a gun?
Yes, the guy stated that. Why do you got that gun? I said, it's for my protection. Like, I've been shot. Like, it's for my protection. Like, it's not no threat. Like, what's the problem?
That was your word. That you answered the person's question.
I can't tell you word from 5 years ago. Like, word for word. But that was my intentional words to that. Like,
Something to that.
yes.
Now, you mentioned you were shot previously. Did that have anything to do with any people in and around the show?
No.
You shot at the Chevron station?
No.
You shot at that area?
No.
This is totally unrelated?
I'm not from the area. Like, I don't know these guys. I just live over there.
But I'm asking about your previous shot, and I'm sorry.
Okay, I was shot due to some guys who I was hanging with, like my brother or something. They tried to set me up and they shot me over there on Baker Road. But other than that, no. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how long ago was that shot?
It's going on.
It was kind of subject for relevance. Give a lot of leeway. We're here for community. I don't think
I agree that we're going a little bit off track with the issues. One question is,
Can you repeat yourself? I got shot in 2019.
So approximately 2 years before April 2021?
Yes.
Now, and we're all sorry. All right. When you said that 10 people came into the Chevron, did you see those people before entering the Chevron?
I never seen them guys.
Okay, so when you parked your vehicle you didn't see these people. When you parked your 2006 vehicle in front of the store and walked into the store, you didn't notice any of those people?
No, sir.
And then when the people walked in, what did you hear, if anything, them say, if anything? I heard you say they called you, I'm asking about those statements, if anything.
I never seen them guys outside, probably because I had just woke up and then I came straight to the store, buy some cigarettes. My whole focus on getting some cigarettes and go back to the house and use the bathroom.
Okay. My question was there.
Yes.
And I appreciate it, but when you park your car, you exit the car with a gun underneath your arm, okay? You're walking into the Chevron, the convenience store. You didn't notice anything?
No, sir.
All right, now you're at the counter after you have some sort of colloquy or conversation with the gentleman who asked about the gun, okay? I'm moving beyond that, okay?
Yes.
All right, now at the point when you say the gun's on the counter and then 10 people, this is the term bum rush, okay?
Yes.
Was there any statement, that's what I'm asking, at that point in time, did you hear anyone say anything at that point in time?
Yes.
What was said?
Give me that gun and what's in your pocket?
Who said? If you know.
I've never met either. I can't tell you they biological name, like I never.
How about what did the person look like, if you know?
I can't tell you because I never seen these guys. They have my life and all that.
You don't remember who made that statement? All right, that's fine. Did you say anything in exchange when you were told you didn't got it? Or what's in your pocket? Whatever you just said.
Yes, I said I don't got nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I got everything. I had my hand
And where was the gun based upon your memory?
on the counter still. No, he had grabbed the gun off the counter. Now he got the gun.
All right. Did you do anything to fight back in any way?
No, sir.
Did you say anything threatening matter in any way?
No, sir.
To your memory, were you aggressive with your actions and like your hands or your face or your body?
Yes, I started resisting when they first tried going in my pocket because I'm not used to nobody going in my pocket.
Why were the people going in your pocket? From your observation, I'm not asking you that.
Yes, it was a gun to my head.
Why was someone put the gun was on the counter? Do you know why somebody would go to your pocket?
They came in the store with 10 guns. They had a gun on my head. I cannot grab my gun. I would not grab my gun. A gun is placed in my head while they going searching my pockets.
Was anything in your pocket you recall that?
My cell phone, that's it. And I just had the money for my cigarettes. That's all I had on me.
Is your cell phone or money disturbed?
The money was gave to the clerk, so it wasn't any money left. I had the exact change. It wasn't any money left.
How about your car keys or your cell phone?
I had car keys in my hand.
Was anything else taken besides?
No.
All right. When the gun, God forbid, is at your head, you're surrounded by the 10 people. I said surrounded. 10 people bum rush you. What happens next?
They tell me to get out the store. So I get out the store, so they follow me all the way out the store to my car. Then a guy opened my passenger side, trying to go through my car while I'm trying to crank up the car. So
Okay. And what did you see the person do who was going through your car?
no, he just opened the door.
But what did you see though? When you said the person was going through your car, what did you see the person do? Who was opening your car? A passenger car.
It happened so fast.
You didn't see the person break into your car.
It happened so fast.
You just know a person opened the door.
Yes, sir.
Did the person put anything into your car?
No.
Take anything?
No.
Was anything said to you during that time? When you're in your car, let me phrase this better. You're now back in your car. You're in the driver's seat.
Yes.
You have your car keys and you're cranking your car. You're starting your car.
Yes.
Was anything being said to you by any person that you remember during that?
Yes, they were talking, but I'm trying to get up out of there. Like, I'm not stunned what they talking about. I'm just thankful they didn't shoot me because I got a gun to my head. Like that was dramatized. Like, I never been through that situation a day in my life. Like, so I'm my adrenaline rushing. I'm nervous. I'm scared. All types of stuff. So I'm trying to get safe.
You don't have any words.
You know,
You saying that you
what can I say when a guy got a gun to your head?
I understand what you say.
No, sir.
Did anyone stop you from getting to your car?
No, sir.
Did you bring your cigarettes with you to your car?
Yes, they let me keep my cigarettes. Thank you for that.
And then when you got in the car, were you able to leave the Chevron gas station?
Yes.
And was there anything wrong with your windshield at that?
No, sir.
And you noticed.
No, sir.
And did you back out of the spot and leave the Chevron gas station?
Yes, sir.
Did anybody, to your knowledge, follow you at that point, shoot you, or anything like that?
No, they seen my car parked across the street, and then when they started shooting.
Okay, let's talk about that. But you can kind of. We pull out of the parking lot at the Chevron gas station, true?
Yes.
And I believe if you remember, you're backing out or you already holding your car facing the street, your front facing the street? In the spot, are you backing out of this parking spot or are you just able to pull straight out?
No, backing out.
Okay. As you back out, did anyone to your knowledge follow you in a car?
No.
Did anyone to your knowledge follow you on foot?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay. What? As soon as I got to my car, I grabbed my phone once I got out their prison. Before I even left the Chevron, I'm dialing 911. So
Let me just stop you here. You're painting pictures for us with words, which is what we do, okay? So you're leaving the Chevron gas station parking lot, but you're on the phone with 911, or at least you're dialing 911.
yes,
That's what I mean. Okay, go ahead. Next. What happens next? What do you do?
I called the police.
Okay. And have you heard that recording?
Yes.
Okay, is it true and accurate? Does that sound correct?
Everything I said was nothing but.
One second. All right, so sorry, I need to make sure you listen to Mr. Steele's, questions. I believe Mr. Steele asked you about the recording, is that right?
Yes.
All right, so he asked you if you heard that recording, was that recording clear? So I need to, there were a couple of times we asked a question, and it asked him multiple times. So I need to make sure you listen to his question and answer his question, okay?
Just like you turn every question you asked me around.
Sir, listen to his question and answer his question, okay? All right. Because some of them are very simple questions and you're expounding way more than that. If you listen to him, you're right.
So when you are leaving the Chevron gas station, you're speaking with 911, fair?
Yes.
And you heard that recording. Did you call 911 twice? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Have you listened to both recordings?
Yes.
I want to talk about the first recording. Is what you said captured accurately to your memory on that recording?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, then what happens? So you're still in the Chevron gas station, and you're talking about it.
I never was in the Chevron gas station talking to the police.
Okay, you started to dial.
Yes.
Okay, and it connects a little bit. You're at a Chevron. All right, so tell us where you went.
So once I get on the phone with the 911 dispatcher, she asked me what the address is. So my adrenaline rushing, I can't think of an address. I keep on saying I'm on Cleveland Avenue. I'm on Cleveland Avenue. I'm on Cleveland Avenue. To the point I had to go to the Exxon and ask them what their address was.
Okay, and were you at the Exxon at the time, being on the phone with 911?
Yes.
And where is the Exxon gas station as compared to the parking lot of the Chevron gas station, if you remember?
Like 3 rows up.
3 stores up. Same side of the street or opposite side?
Same side of the street.
And were you able to see the Chevron gas station from the Exxon?
No.
All right. You said something earlier today that they, the people who bum rush you, saw your car. What, can you explain what you
with the police when she stated to tell me to go to a safe location. I thought I was at a safe location until I heard a bullet come through my windshield.
Describe the bullet coming through.
It went. I'm on the phone with the police and it went straight across my head. Then I started screaming and saying, "They shooting at me! They shooting at me! They shooting at me!"
Let me just make sure that you're using emotions that can't be taken down to the court, okay? The bullet, you felt the bullet, these are my words, if they're wrong, just tell me it's not right. Whizzed by your right, that's what I think this one, is that true?
Yes.
And then you're on 911 at the time the bullet is coming through.
Yes.
The windshield, the front windshield.
Yes.
Did you see who shot that weapon?
No, sir.
Did you, see how many people, were anywhere around the fire? Did you see anybody with fire?
No.
Do you know the gentleman who is in, of course, permission, you may have to stand up, and he is seated to my, left. He is in the, blue, colored top, white. Do you know that gentleman?
No, sir.
Do you recognize him?
No, sir.
When the bullet goes through your windshield and God forbid it comes close to your head, what happens next? What do you do next?
I sped off.
And where did you go?
I went to the right, and then I made a right at the red light towards Mind's Eye. Then got back on I was still on the phone with police at the time.
And when you say you made a right hand turn onto Cleveland Avenue,
Yes.
did you pass the Chevron gas station?
No.
You went the opposite direction.
Exactly.
Did you know any other people in that area at that time of night? Did you recognize any people? Do you have any friends out there and associates?
I don't have no friends on Cleveland Avenue.
After that occurs, and you sped off, you're on that side, you said?
Yes.
What did you do next?
I just waited on the police because it took them like 10 minutes to pull up. It's crazy that like, it took them 10 minutes to come help me. Like I was left out there by myself. I wouldn't have no help.
Did you see where any people ran, walked, drove? Who were the people who found that?
Honestly, I wasn't trying to look. I was trying to go somewhere for safety.
How do you know who shot through the windshield or you don't know who shot?
I don't know.
The person who shot through the windshield, God forbid, was that person definitely affiliated with somebody at the Chevron?
I don't know.
Now, when you get back to the Chevron gas station, I believe, is that after the police arrived?
That's after the police arrived.
And what alerts you that there are blue lights?
No, the police called me.
Because they contacted you, said come out,
Yes.
and it's safe.
Yes.
And you did.
Yes.
And did you cooperate with the police?
To the fullest.
Do you remember ever being contacted by the district attorney's office in this case, or a member of the district attorney's office on the telephone?
Yes.
And do you remember who contacted you?
No, sir.
You remember somebody identifying themselves as an investigator with the district attorney's office?
Yes.
Did you ever tell that person that you saw a person in front of your vehicle point a weapon at the windshield and fire into your windshield?
I never stated that.
After this event, the whole thing, after you leave, did you eventually leave the Chevron gas station after cooperating with the police?
Yes.
And then did you give the police the information a couple of days later on the weapon where you bought it from, so they had a social security, not social, a serial number?
Yes, sir.
After that, you've been cooperating on this case.
Yes, sir.
I think I asked you this, but if I did, just get your answer. But the gentleman who's seated to my left and appointed judge, next to the young lady, you have had no communication with him to your knowledge. Is that true?
No, sir.
You've never seen him to your knowledge. Is that true?
No, sir.
Your Honor, may I have just a moment? How about the other people? For bomb rushing, did you know any of those people at that time?
No, sir.
Your Honor, can I ask just one series of questions? Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes.
A couple more questions, okay?
Okay.
At the time that the bullet goes through the windshield got and almost strikes, where exactly were you at?
In the driver's seat.
Okay. Right,
Yes.
and the bullet comes out pretty close.
Yes.
My question over where were you physically, where was your car physically at that moment in time?
The engine was pouring towards the street of Cleveland Avenue.
Okay, and you were pointing to the street, okay, I got that, and where was the car? What establishment was the car parked at, if it was parked?
I was at Advanced Auto Park.
And, the car stopped,
Yes, I was on the phone
and why were you stopped there?
talking to the police.
These are my, don't agree with it, were you waiting for the police to arrive, and you arrived at that?
Yes.
And, again, all the windows are up to the car. Yes. And no one's in the car with you,
No, sir.
no other weapon in the car with you?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I don't believe I have any other questions. I want to thank you, Mr. Gilbert, I'm sorry for that.
Gilbert, do you agree that the video of this incident would be the best representation of what actually happened almost a little over 4 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is from Grand Rapids State Exhibit 1. Defense not agreed for the purposes of this hearing to stipulate 2 video surveillance footage contained to the time of the to this State Exhibit 1 into the record.
I have no objection, but the only part I'd like to make is I can't stipulate for the other lawyers, so I'm just stipulating for today's hearing, if that's okay.
And Mr. Steele, I mind if I play from the hard drive?
No opposition.
And while he's here, Ms. Bessie, can you do me a favor? Yes, guys. Can you wave your hand in front of that camera on that computer that you're sitting in front of? Put your hand all the way up to the camera. For some reason, this computer, the camera is not broadcasting, but this computer, the camera is broadcasting. And this camera behind you is broadcasting as it is, but this camera behind you is not broadcasting as. I would be helpful if I close the camera. I don't have a preference, I was trying to figure out.
And I don't know if I need to ask Ms. Waldner, Your Honor, to toggle we don't have to toggle to the USB or the HDMI cable and port. It's plugged in. Oh, that's the Zoom. It should be what we did earlier. Okay.
Your Honor, I was just alerted, I want to alert the district attorney. I was just told that whenever there's something displayed, Mr. King cannot look at the sign interpreter at the same time as something is playing. So I was told that the request is to play certain portions of an item like the video, but then ask the question afterwards. Is that accurate?
My question would be is, if for, at least for purposes of this video, when there's no sound associated with it, is it still the same issue if there's no?
Just that deaf people can only watch one thing at a time, so if we're watching something that, what he's saying is there's no sound on this video. And so y'all have a different conversation. So Mr. Steele's point is for you not to ask questions while the video is playing, because Mr. King can't look at the video and his interpreter at the same time. That's what Mr. Steele is saying. What you're saying is where there's no sound, so is there an issue with the video? That's why I say y'all have two different conversations. So just don't ask questions while the video is playing. And then you all are with that in the trial, so that you can make that announcement, so that the other attorneys also know not to do that, okay?
Yes.
For bringing this to our attention.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Gilbert, you can, I'm not sure what your monitor shows, but there's also over your left shoulder.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, is this the interior of the gas station where you stated earlier that you were robbed?
Yes.
I'm just gonna play this for a minute. These individuals appear to be, wait, sorry.
They wasn't in the store when I got to the store, so they probably came in when he called.
Would you agree that the video will show best as to the events of what happened?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for a little bit. And for the record, we are at the 20-second mark of IP camera 12. I'm going to fast forward. Fast forwarding to the 2-minute and 44-second mark of IP camera 12. Now, did it ever appear to you that you actually put the gun in your pocket after it was on the counter?
Yes, it appeared. Yes.
So was the firearm taken out of your pocket?
Yes.
I've packed it up to the 3-minute, 38-second mark. Pause. Can you see my cursor? Did you notice that individual as you walked into the store?
This is my first time ever seeing this guy, and if I was seeing that right there, I would turn straight around.
What does it appear to you that individual on the ice cream machine is doing?
It looked like he's selling drugs.
Now, I'm going to exit out of, at any point, could you wave your hand to the individual who is talking to you? Good. Yeah. Okay. Did you ever threaten anybody while you were talking to them?
No.
Okay. And is it true that you had told police right after this that you would carry that gun in there because you've been shot?
Yes.
And is it true that you told police, or that you told police that your response to the individuals chirping at you was that this gun is for protection because you've been shot before?
Yes.
And it's been at this point a little over 4.5 years, correct? Since this
Yes.
happened? So it's safe to say that your memory as to what happened at that time might be a little bit foggy?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that the recordings and the statement you gave police at the time of this incident would be the most accurate statement?
Yes, it would.
record, this is, the output IP camera 15. It has been fast forwarded to the 1 minute and 45 second on the player. The time, in the right corner, reflects, 23:46:53. Mr. Gilbert, the silver car that pulled into the center parking spot, is that your car?
Yes.
And is that yourself, exiting out of the vehicle and walking into, the store?
Yes.
Is your firearm in your right hand?
Yeah.
Going to fast forward. Now, isn't it true, Mr. Gilbert, that you had told responding officers that after the individuals had told you that there was no need to have a firearm in the store, you heard one of the individuals say, "Go get the chopper"?
Yes.
And what is your understanding as to what a chopper is?
It's a gun with multiple rounds in it.
And do you observe the firearm in the right hand of the individual that just got out of the car?
Yes.
And based on your understanding, is that what a chopper would be?
Yes.
And is that one of the individuals that was pointing firearms at you inside the store?
Yes.
We can fast forward again. For the record, this is at the 3 minute and 51 second mark of the video. After you left, did you see yourself in the video take a left on Cleveland Avenue?
Yes.
Okay. And is that when you were driving in the direction towards the Exxon and Advanced Auto Park?
Yes.
And you said, is it true that you were asked at one point where you were when you were shot by police officers, and you told responding officers that you were parked in the Church Chicken parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. And you just testified that you were at Advanced Auto Parts when you were shot. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are those parking lots adjoining with each other?
Yes.
Going to fast forward a little bit more. I have fast forwarded to the 7 minute and second mark. You see the individual
Yes.
Did you see a group of individuals just take off running?
Yes.
Okay, and would that have been in the direction, towards the direction you were parked?
Yes, sir.
Skip forward just a little bit more. Now the 8 minute 17-second mark. Back it up one more time. Where am I? Do you see my cursor?
Yes.
When you told police officers that you thought the shots came from the corner of the Chevron, is that the area that you believe the shots were coming from when you were fire calling?
Yes.
Get another angle. I'll put 3. Is that you walking into the store?
Yes.
Forward again. 7 minutes, 16-second mark. You go back just a couple seconds to 7:29. And ask you to pay attention to this corner right here. Did you notice the flash coming from the hands of the individuals at that point?
Can you replay it?
I'm sorry. This corner right here.
Where the person in the red is, that one,
Yes, Your Honor. Would you like me to back it up again?
just a little bit.
I'm gonna back it up 9 seconds. Did you notice the flash coming from the hands of those individuals?
You know.
Hell, sometimes you have to be. I'm gonna back it up and see if you can see on the larger screen.
Yes.
And do you notice that immediately after that flash, the individuals who also is around you go take off running in that direction?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna bring my cursor. So you said you were at the churches or the advanced auto parts on the other side of the street, correct?
Yes.
And with my cursor, tip of it, would that be like approximately where you would have been parked when you were shot at?
Yes. Yes.
And you testified that your car was facing, the front of your car was facing Cleveland Avenue, correct?
Yes.
Fast forward to the 8:37 mark. Did you play again? When you were shot at, did you have any other firearms inside your car?
No.
Did you have, why was that?
I just had one firearm on me and they had two.
Okay. I'm gonna play
Yes.
Did you just bump the clerk through the grass?
Yes.
Is that your firearm on counter?
Yes.
And at this point, what's going on?
The guy approached me while I got a gun in the store, et cetera, et cetera.
To the extent of what you said back then was this gun's for protection of been shot?
Yes.
At any time during this incident, did you ever threaten anybody inside of that store?
No, sir.
Did you threaten to shoot the store up?
No, sir.
Did you threaten the clerk?
No, sir.
And did you in fact pay the clerk for the cigarettes while your gun was on the counter?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and did the clerk ever appear to be scared of you?
No, sir.
He actually fist bumped you through the,
Yes, sir.
while your gun was on the table, correct?
Yes.
I have no further questions for this witness. Do you want me to leave any of the stuff? No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
You're welcome. I did that picture.
No, sir. All right, Mr. Silly. Oh,
Can we call, Mr. Isaac, Cassie, Your Honor?
okay. Is he outside?
President, should over. We can check.
This is immunity, motion immunity.
Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to testify you just put today the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. I believe you state the first and last name, swear to the truth.
remember working on April 12, 2021, when there were police officers later that morning called to the Chevron gas station.
I don't know,
Did you ever see a incident location on surveillance dealing with this case? Have you ever seen that recently, a video?
yes, I was in the courtroom, yeah. This was distributed there, and I sent,
And that was several months ago?
yes.
Have you seen that video recording of surveillance since that time?
No.
Were you working behind the counter during that time? I'm locking in on the time you saw the video surveillance.
Your Honor, the interpreter having a hard time understanding the witness. It's not clear. Cannot hear, not loud enough.
Okay.
So, sir, you literally physically lift your chair and come all the way to the front. A little bit closer, and so the numbers literally hit the, yes. There you go. And then just keep your voice up for it, so the chair can go a little bit closer.
It's on the way.
Okay, all right, so just keep your voice up for it, okay?
Okay.
And y'all, I forgot to say that you can see me sitting in your usual. Do not be alarmed or disturbed, okay? This means that either my Apple Watch, my Fitbit, or something on my back, so we have to stand up for stuff, okay? Go ahead.
Just to go back just a moment, okay? You testified before the Honorable Judge Williams in her courtroom on a different floor of this courthouse. You remember that?
Yes.
All right. And at that time, did you see video surveillance from your place of employment on a certain day?
Yes.
And if you need to see that again, we can show it to you if you need to see anything, okay?
Okay.
May I have 1 second, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do you recall a gentleman coming into your establishment and placing a gun on the counter that night?
No. That showed me the video.
Do you know the gentleman who is seated to my left? He is in a blue top with white.
Yes.
Who do you know that to be, if you know his name?
He's a customer in that store.
Okay.
Yes.
And you don't know his name, is that fair to say?
I don't know his name.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
You recognize him,
Yes.
and you recognize him as being your customer.
Yes.
Is he a frequent customer at your store in and around April 2021?
Yes.
And in your store, were people allowed to come into the store with firearms on April 12, 2021?
Yes. A lot of people do come inside the store with a firearm.
And do they display the firearm, like put it on the counter, or is it on their person?
Mostly inside the fence.
All right. I'd like to show you what's marked and entered already as State's Exhibit Number 1 for purposes of today's hearing. I'd like to.
You get the counter?
Cassie, as you requested, we're going to show you surveillance, okay?
It's opening right now, it's kind of spinning. I think as soon as we get it.
While we're waiting for that, are you familiar with this surveillance equipment?
I don't know what you mean.
In April 2021, April 12, 2021, were you familiar with how it worked?
No, I was just like the clock. So I had like a store manager, who knows how to
not the person who's familiar with the surveillance
No, I'm not.
equipment, that would be the store manager.
Yes,
That's what I believe you said.
yes.
Do you know whether that surveillance equipment has audio, meaning it can pick up words as well?
I don't know.
I'm hooked in at the, state's. Would it be better if I, this is, IP camera 12, for the record, IP camera 12, and it's at the 2-minute and 54-second mark of the video playing.
Miss Avery. Miss Avery.
Yes, Judge.
Are you down here or are you upstairs?
I'm down here.
Okay. They keep sending jurors down here. Can you call, juror services and let them know that Judge Newkirk and Judge Emerson, well, Judge Newkirk's upstairs, Judge Emerson is next door.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll let them know.
Mr. Cassie, looking at State's Exhibit number 1, when the Honorable District Attorney just announced the camera view at the time, can you see yourself?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that you're in the center right area behind what I would call a glass, and you're in a red shirt? Is that you?
Yes.
And was anyone else working with you, if you remember at that time, on that day, April 12th of 2021?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. If you can forward it to Ms. Gilbert, we, if you just imagine.
Play the 2-minute, 59-second mark.
Stop it.
Stopped at the 3 minutes, 6 seconds mark of the video.
Okay, Mr. Tassi, do you recognize that young man who came up to your counter?
Yes.
How do you know that person?
Who's the customer?
Did he frequent your establishment in the past, before this day?
Yes.
And did you know him, recognize, not, did you know him?
I don't know him, but, you know, I mean, you know, he's been there before.
Frequent customer.
And I'm a frequent, you know, at that time, I've seen him before,
Not the first time.
not the first time.
All right. Now, did you recognize, and we may give you another angle, did you recognize that there was a gun on the counter that was left there by this young man?
I can see him, I saw this phone, there's a phone,
We're going to give you a different angle, okay?
okay.
I'm gonna switch, for the record, I'm gonna switch to
not typical.
Now, did you hear, and I know I'm going back in time, I realize that, but did you hear what this young man was saying at that time, if he's saying anything?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you hear what other people are saying to him, if other people are saying anything to him?
I don't remember.
Did you notice, and we're going to play it, if you don't mind, looking at the young man on your counter, the gentleman put the gun on your counter? Watch his demeanor and his actions with his body, okay? Okay. All right, and if the district attorney just announce the time.
3 minutes, 12 seconds. And I want to clarify for the record as well that I'm using the clock from the video player, not timestamps on the top right of the video itself.
If you could go back maybe 9, 10 seconds. And just announce that. Thank you.
We started 2 minutes, 52 seconds on the video player.
And should we stop before?
Stop 4 minutes, 8 seconds on the video player.
Cassie, can I ask you, did you watch that just now, what was played by the district attorney? Yes. Okay. Does this refresh your memory of this incident?
According to the video, yes, I mean, that's why I didn't see all of this, but, you know, I just saw, yes.
Well, let me ask you this. Did this help remember your personal memory of what happened? Or are you just relying on the video surveillance?
I'm just relying on this video. Yes.
And you're saying that when you said I didn't see all of this, you had a different angle. You didn't see everything that was happening on the other side of your establishment, on the other side of the glass. Is that what you meant?
But I was on the other side, so now I'm staying on this side.
Sure. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you remember watching this? If you don't remember this, I don't recall. The gentleman who put the gun down, you remember that? Who have you seen the man,
Yes, yes.
customer who you've seen before?
Mhm.
Hold on a second, Jackie, I have to make sure. You see this lovely young lady in front of you?
Yes.
She's literally typing down everything I say, you say, Mr. Steele and everybody else, okay?
Okay.
So just make sure you say yes or no instead of, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so.
Do you remember if that young man put the gun down on your counter, your customer who's seen before?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember him, if you remember him being agitated or aggressive, that you took note?
No.
Did you notice him holding the gun in his hand at times?
Yes.
Is that typical in your store?
No.
Do you know whether there's a, and if I asked you this, I think I may have, I apologize, I just want to make sure. Like I asked you, do you know whether there's a sign leading into your store, no guns allowed in the store?
I don't remember.
That's fine. Okay. Do you remember, anything about your personal memory of that gentleman, where the gentleman came up to him and, reached see that?
No,
Okay, you may see it on the State's Exhibit number 1 video surveillance, but at that time you did not see it.
no.
Do you remember law enforcement officers coming into the store later that day?
I can't remember because everything happened so fast. And they went outside. Yes,
Did you call the law enforcement?
I don't remember.
Did you have customers, besides the people involved at your store, your busy store,
Yes,
all hours of the day?
all the hours of the day, every night.
I'd like to show you the entranceway to your store. You're going to have to find it for a second. Otherwise, I have to do it myself.
Video that shows the.
Why don't you show that? I don't think these videos are from the top. I just don't think they're gonna.
While that's being looked at, may I ask some questions, Your Honor?
Absolutely.
Mr. Cassie, do you have any other memory of this event besides what you just told us?
No, I don't have.
Did you know, the gentleman with the gun on the counter, did you ever speak with him after this? To your knowledge?
No,
Did he ever come to your store after this date, if you remember?
no. I haven't seen him in that store after that.
Did you see him at your store after that?
I can't remember.
So just one item. You have to-
Well, we can add it. I know that you, will have to mark it and add it to the record. But in discovery, as it was turned over, there was a photograph taken by investigator Miller, and it's marked in discovery as image ING underscore
Hold on a
0.
second, hold on a second. For the person of the record, are you all marking the movement exhibit 2? Say exhibit 2, or is this exhibit 1, what y'all call it?
You can call it anything you want, I have no problem. I will.
I think that's exhibit 1.
So if this exhibit 1, so y'all need to send a copy of this, is it a photograph?
Photograph.
Alright, so email it to Ms. Boston. Do you have her information with you? Or do they need to email it to Ms. Shaker? Make sure you say everything you know. Send it to Ms. Watson, Ms. Watson, or just give them Ms. Avery's email. And make sure you see the state police. Alright, so state's exhibit, excuse me, defense exhibit 1 will be this photograph. Will you all stipulate to the photograph?
Yeah.
Alright, then we'll get a print out here, okay? So, I'm sorry, defense exhibit 1 is exhibit. CC Ms. Salas on that one, please. I'm just gonna give you the bit. Use one back.
It's displayed here, right?
Oh, yes, okay. The other thing is, and for the purpose of the trial, each system is a different button, so you can, each desk is a different button, so you have to tell them which desk, so you're already okay. This is way
recognize what has been displayed as Mr. King's exhibit number 1 for purposes of this immunity? You see that item? You recognize that being the store that you work at?
Yes.
And do you see the notice, and it can be blown up if you need it?
Yes.
It's kind of in the center between the 2 Coca-Cola emblems. It says notice in blue. Do you see that blue one?
Yes.
And that says what?
Notice, no firearms allowed on premises.
And was that your policy? I know you're not the store or the store manager, but was that the policy you understood on April 12th, 2021?
I was never trained to not allow anybody else to come in the store. And they have the firearm on them. So it's like a normal thing around that area.
Say it one more time.
It's like a normal thing around that area. Everybody carry firearm. Most everybody.
Well, was it normal? But I think you said it's not normal to have a firearm at that church.
No, I said most people in that area carry firearm on them.
Right. But I think you said earlier, and just correct me if I'm wrong.
No, inside the store, it's not normal to break out a gun and order to get on. That's what you asked me.
I think we're saying the same thing. Can I just clarify?
Okay.
You're saying that in that area where you work in April 2021, it was normal to see people with firearms
Yes.
inside the store,
Even inside the store, yes.
but it was not normal. It was unique. It was not often that you see somebody carrying a firearm in open view. That's what I think you're saying. In their hand
Yes.
or on the counter.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Did you give an interview or help police, if you remember, look at and view these surveillance cameras?
I don't remember.
Okay. And you have no other involvement in this case? You were at work that day, basically?
Yeah.
Do you notice that somebody was on the counter, you saw it earlier? Who appeared to take out a substance from their pouch and hand it to a young lady? Did you see that from where you were behind the counter?
No.
Okay, it might be picked up on the video, it states it's in number 1, but you're at the different angle, like you said.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that glass bulletproof glass, if you know, that you're behind?
Yes.
Do police, have you ever had to call the police to your store?
Yes. All the time.
Do they respond often?
They do respond, but sometimes not. Yes.
Does it take them sometimes a long time to come to your store?
Yes. Sometimes.
And what did you have to call the police for? What type of issue did you call the police about?
If somebody come and take my stuff, they go outside the store.
Like a theft?
Yes. Then I call the police.
Is that pretty much what happened?
That's
made towards you, correct? That's all the questions I have.
Anything further from your sister?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Tassy, you're excused. Thank you, sir. You may. Thank you, sir.
We do not have any other witnesses for this hearing.
All right, anything from the state?
And Your Honor, those are the two witnesses of stated opinions, so they've already testified.
All right. The argument of counsel.
Your Honor, I'm aware of your Honorable Court's prior ruling and that you've heard this hearing, civil hearing before. I'm just going to submit. If you want me to make an argument, I can, but I trust the court. I have all the law. Reading your prior order, from understanding the prior order.
Okay. Anything from the state?
All right, say what you stated, it's the defense's verdict. We've only heard testimony of the individuals that were not defendants. None of them ever said that they were scared or feared that a felony was being committed until the others charged in this case put guns on our victim. So we would just argue that the defense has failed to meet their burden. On top of that, argue that there was that same group was openly dealing marijuana in the store, and if you were engaged in a felony, you were not entitled to the justification. So that is another reason why I know it's only one individual. If you look at the video, you could see that Mr. King was actually communicating with everybody before Mr. Gilbert walked into the store. He was leading, and he was the one pointing the victim out of the store. He was openly drinking out of a brown bag, which is another reason why this would not be a reasonable person thinking that there was a felony going on or defense of others. And I'm not going to carry on any further. I would submit the court that the defense does not met their burden.
All right. All right, based on the evidence presented as well as the argument of counsel and the law, to your point, Mr. Steele, yes, I've already ruled on this case with another defendant. I will note that in that case, though, the ruling was a little bit different because that defendant also testified, which we don't have that. So I want to make that distinction between that record and this record. But nonetheless, and considering the law as applicable, the court hereby denies the immunity motion. Specifically, the court also finds that certainly counts 1 through 16, the immunity motion does not apply to those, but to the extent that it would, the court denies it with reference to that. Count 18, arguably, the immunity motion would not apply to that. That's the armed robbery count. But to the extent that immunity would apply to that, the court hereby denies that. Specifically, and based on the court's reading of the statute, as well as the evidence presented and the indictment, the immunity motion arguably would only apply to counts 19 and 20, and arguably 21. And so, based on the evidence presented, the court hereby denies the immunity motion in total, but I wanted to specify those counts for that reason. Now, second, if you all will remember the last time we were here, I know it wasn't you, Mr. Hyles, but I held under advisement the defense motion in limine number 1 for counsel to talk. And defense motion in limine number 1 was to exclude the audio of the detectives or the police officers talking and narrating the videos. So certainly I know we have a different team here, but so that I can perfect the record and rule on that, do you all, and certainly here today, I didn't hear any narration. At the previous hearing, they did play the narration. So do you all intend to play the video that includes the police officers narrating what's going on?
No, I can explain that, Your Honor.
Oh, you don't have to. It was just a motion, so I'm just perfecting the record. And
I don't intend to play that. That was honestly, it was body camera video of the officers recording the screen.
Okay.
All of the videos were turned over to defense. There was an issue with the player, and I recognized what we played today was what was not intend to play any narration as it applies to the, those recordings. I don't even intend to play that portion, of the recording. I think best evidence, yeah, I think best evidence will dictate that it would be the actual originals which were retrieved.
Okay, all right. So as I hear it, the state does not intend to play the body cam footage, which was at issue for, defense motion limiting. Is that what I understand you saying?
I want to clarify, if the body camera footage was the clips only from investigator Carroll recording the video surveillance and narrating, that specific, the specific footage that was played in the first hearing of this instance, that's what I'm referring to, yeah. I think there may be some body camera play, but that, as to the motion of limiting, I think is the last hearing, and I do not think to play that.
So let me clarify, because Mr. Lindsay's hearing was separate from the motion of limiting hearing that I did for Mr. King.
Correct.
So Mr. Steele, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Steele's motion goes specifically to that body, so I'm not conflating the hearings. Specifically, Mr. Steele's motion and the one that I heard rather went directly to the state playing the footage, whatever it is, where the detectives or the police are narrating the video. That's what I'm asking about.
I'm not gonna play that, I don't think it'd be appropriate.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the state does not intend to play that footage.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Steele, based on that representation, anything on your first motion in limine?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so it sounds like it's moves, and to the extent that you need a ruling, it is granted by consent of the parties. All right. What is the offer for Mr. King? If you're going to put that on the record for me, please.
Your Honor, the record as it sits right, offer as it sits right now is 20 years to serve 10 years. That is the mandatory minimum, as it, for the 10 years to serve is the minimum allowed by law for the charge of armed robbery. It would be, if you wanted to enter a plea, I would, and I've extended the time, but I would be willing to have a Senate offer to plea to one count of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act, one count of armed robbery, with the federal.
All right, and that's for the purposes of if Mr. Lindsay were to enter a plea prior to, not Mr. Lindsay, Mr. King were to enter a plea prior to trial. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Steele, have you conveyed that offer to your client?
Can I have one moment again?
Yes, sir. Oh, yours is muted?
Yes, Your Honor, we conveyed that offer to Mr. King previously, and I thank the district attorney for the same offer. He thanks everyone for considering it, and he will respectfully not accept that offer. He ready for trial if the district attorney and Mr. King decide to continue to negotiate. If it's okay with the court, we'll let you know prior to
Okay, and if you all will advise Mr. King on the record as to the maximum he's facing should he go to trial and not be successful.
Yes, well,
Mr. King is charged with all three of those.
he starts with everything.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, if you were convicted of all charges, it would be a potential sentence of life plus 395 years.
Does Mr. King have a prior felony record?
He does not, Your Honor.
Okay, so recidivism is not an issue here.
Your Honor, for the interpreter, could you repeat that?
So recidivism is not an issue here. Mr. King, if you'll please rise. All right, Mr. King, you understand that the state has offered to dismiss 19 of the 21 charges in exchange for you to plead to 2 of the charges, to which they would recommend that you be sentenced to 20 years to serve 10 years in custody and the remaining 10 years on probation. Because the 10 years would be for armed robbery, you would have to serve every day of that 10 years. Armed robbery is not a parolable offense. The other charge is violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. Do you understand that that is the offer of the state?
I understand clearly, yes.
Okay, excellent. Do you also understand that you were charged with 21 counts in this indictment? To include 16 counts of violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act, 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of armed robbery, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 1 count of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. If you proceed to trial on this case, which is your constitutional right, the offer that the state just made to you will not be available to you once we start the trial. I will allow it to stay open based on the announcement that the state just made. Until the morning of trial. Before, and I do mean before, I call the jury down. Once I call the jury down, I will not take any negotiated pleas. You will only be able to enter a non-negotiated plea. The only way that a non-negotiated plea will not be to all 21 counts of the indictment is if the state dismisses some of those counts. On a non-negotiated plea, the state will have the opportunity to request or make a recommendation for what they believe you should be sentenced to. Mr. Steele and or Mr. Carter will have the opportunity to do the same on your behalf. Or Mr. Lael, if they let him get up and get smacked. After hearing from both sides, the court would sentence you to what it believes to be appropriate. But I want to make sure that you are clear, which is why I'm having this discussion with you now, that if you go to trial and you are unsuccessful at trial, meaning the jury finds you guilty of all counts, the maximum sentence that you may receive is life in prison, and that life is, you would have to do every day of that, so to speak, but you would be eligible for life with the possibility of parole on the armed robbery because you do not have a record. But you would not have the opportunity to come up for parole until you have served at least 30 years in custody. But total on this indictment, if you are not successful at trial, you are looking at a possible sentence or penalty of life in prison plus 395 years in prison. If you are found guilty of all counts, and if the court, meaning me, were to run all counts consecutive for the purposes of sentencing. Do any of the counts merge, Mr. Haas?
Some will.
Well, let me just ask it this way, that 395 that you just gave me, does that include merger or?
That does not, that does not include merger or vacating because of the criminal attempt to commit murder.
All right, Mr. Steele, have you run the numbers to see the maximum, or do you agree with the life plus 395?
I think it's more.
You think it's more? Okay. All right. And so, Mr. King, I have this discussion with you just to ensure that you are aware of your rights.
I understand clearly, yes.
All right, and I know that Mr. Steele has advised you of them, but I always like to ensure that folks are advised on the record. All right, do you have any questions of Mr. Steele? If so, you may ask him now or the court, and if so, ask Mr. Steele first before you ask me.
I'll ask him myself first and then ask you.
Yeah, we have two requests. If it's, once we conclude for today, if it's okay with Sound Court and of course the sheriff, Mr. King would like a moment with some of his family members in your courtroom. Want to know if he could possibly speak with them. And number two, if we can show some of the video Mr. King would like to see as well, since we're all here. It will not take that long. That's what Mr. King's request was. And then, of course, alert the honorable court throughout the district hearing something changed.
Speak with his family about.
The announcement just made at the Fry hearing about the offer and the sentences. That's what we wanted to ask if we could talk about.
And Mr. King, I want to be really clear, I'm not trying to talk you into anything.
I understand, yes, I understand.
It's your constitutional right to go to trial. I just try to treat everyone who appears before me as I would want to be treated if it were me or someone, my friend or family member on the other side of me. And certainly it is my practice to advise everyone on the record of any offers that are extended by the state, which is why you heard me ask them to put it on the state, and to ensure that it is communicated, so that we also don't have miscommunications going forward, or any allegations that no one told anyone as far as an offer.
Right, I would not do that, I understand, thank you.
All right, Sergeant Brown. As far as the video, that's fine, Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may be seated, sir, thank you. Yes, to the videos, and yes, to Mr. King, have a moment to speak with his family, it can't be in private though. Certainly here in open court, and it has to be translated by the court's interpreters, so that protects all folks involved, right? And you can be present, I'm not saying you can't be present.